I haven't prepared my...
Oh, we're live. What were you saying?
No,
Or is it not? Or it's not important?
no.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. It's Tuesday. What's the date today? Tuesday, June 13th. It's about 1 p.m. for me. Hope everyone is doing well that is watching. We have one person watching live, I think. One person live. Awesome. So today in our 5-minute language chat, we have Lara from Spanish with Lara. How's it going?
Hola, it's going well, thank you.
Same as usual, if you guys are new to how this works, we do 5 minutes. I set a timer. We'll set one in a second. We chat about different language-related things for 5 minutes, and then we sign off. Then we finish the video. And as usual, I usually end up going over 5 minutes, but I will try my best to keep it as close to 5 minutes as possible. For live viewers, if you have any questions for Lara, anything you wanted to answer, anything you want both of us to answer, just type them in the live chat as per usual. So let's start the timer, and boom. Awesome, it has started. So,
okay, perfect.
Lara, tell us a little bit about you. Where are you from? What do you do? How long have you been teaching Spanish? What languages you speak? What's some of your background?
So I'm both Canadian and Spanish, half-half. I grew up in Canada, in Spain. My first language is Spanish. And I speak French, English, Spanish, Catalan, Portuguese.
You speak Catalan, really?
Yeah, I'm from
nice.
Valencia.
Oh, cool. Oh yeah, you told me that. That's true. You told me.
Yeah, so we speak Catalan there. It's not my first, it's not my forte. I speak Spanish way better. And that's it. I've been teaching. I started teaching when I was 13, like tutoring.
13?
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
How did you get into tutoring when you were 13?
So my neighbors, I was living in France at the time, and my neighbor said, listen, my kid, he's so bad in English. Do you speak English, right? And I said, yeah, I'm from Canada. And they said, do you want to tutor him? And I was like, oh my God, what is tutoring? What is that?
Yeah.
So yeah, I started tutoring him, and now I'm here.
That's crazy. And you said you were in France?
Yeah, I did my high school in France.
Oh, cool. Me too. Well, a chunk of not all my high school, but a chunk of part of my high school.
Ah, where in France?
In Blois.
Ah, la Loire.
Ouais, la Loire. Ouais, c'est ça.
Right. Oh, okay.
So you speak English, obviously. Spanish, again, obviously. French, I imagine you speak.
Yeah.
So, and then Catalan. So what's like, if you had to go from like your most fluent to your least fluent, what would the order be?
So I would say Spanish, then French, then English, then Catalan, then Italian, then Portuguese.
Cool. How's your Italian and Portuguese?
I used to be fluent in Italian, but I haven't practiced in like 10 years.
Okay. So it's rusty.
Arrivederci. That's it. I understand everything, but wow, it's quite rusty.
Really?
And then my Portuguese, I'm learning.
Got it.
So I'm beginner. I understand a lot because it's very similar to Spanish, but
yeah. So your French is better than your English?
I would say right now, it used to be way better than my English. Right now, they're like equal because I live in Montreal. For those of you who don't know, Montreal is in Quebec in Canada. So we're bilingual here. We speak both languages. We switch back and forth. Right.
Cool. I was going to say, crap, I had a really good question I was going to ask you. Oh, yes, I remember. So you work in languages. You're an interpreter and you teach. So what I was going to ask you, one of the topics that I know my audience is relatively interested in is careers in languages. Because often what happens is that people who study things like, medicine, or they study engineering, there's a very clear pathway of what you can be. With languages, it's a little bit more blurry. Yes, you could become an interpreter. Yes, you can become a teacher. Yes, you could become, a translator. Yes, you could do, I don't know. There's a couple of career paths that are common. But for you, like, one of the things I've noticed is there's not a lot of information out there for how someone can actually break into working in the field of languages. Like how, for someone like you who actually does it, what's something that you would recommend for people who are thinking about that? Maybe they're in university or in high school, or maybe they're older and they're thinking about changing. Like what are your thoughts?
Do you mean in terms of what studies do they do, or what in general in life?
How did you get into becoming an interpreter and teaching? Let's start there.
So you have to be extremely active because I think the job market is very competitive in the language industry.
Okay.
So first of all, number one, make sure that you master all your languages. Very good. So that's a daily work. You know, you have to work every day, read in all your working languages, listen, speak, try to travel. I know traveling is expensive, but I would recommend traveling. And then put yourself out there. You know, there's a lot of social media platforms right now. We have a lot of opportunities. We're in 2017. We're not in 1991 where everyone was more limited. Your CV, send your CV. I remember I was hired at my job because I'm an interpreter for the government. I just sent my CV and that's it.
And they called you?
I think they called me because I have the Catalan, the language.
Really?
It's a very rare language, so they like that.
Would you recommend for someone to learn a language that is a little bit more rare or uncommon to be able to actually break into the language world?
Yes, definitely. It depends also in what field. If you want to work for the government, federal government, FBI, police,
right,
the court, yes. But if you want to work for the UN, just do your research. And there's 5 official languages in the UN, so it's
okay.
I don't know them by heart, but I think it's English, definitely English, French, Russian, Arabic, and another one I can't remember.
Okay.
I really can't remember, but there's 5 official languages in the UN. So do your research and set your goals. Like, I want to work for the UN, so I have to do this. I want to work for the police and the court system, and I need a rare language.
Right.
Or I want to teach privately, like, for example, I teach and you teach privately as well. So use social media, but always try to master your languages, your active languages, as much as you can. So work towards that goal.
Right. That is excellent advice. Cool. Well, as usual, I think it's expected. We go over time. That's just sort of how this works. I once did one. I had this brilliant idea. I was like, let's call it the 7-minute language chat. I'll make it 7 minutes and I'll stick to 7. And it went for like 20.
Really?
And it was like, oh no, what's happening? But anyway, last question for you. Since you live in Montreal, are you going to the Langfest?
Yes.
You are?
Yes.
Have you gotten your ticket?
No, but my friends are. I'm not really a big planner. My friends are going to take care of that.
If they do, what you have to do, I'm going to give you something. I randomly connected with one of the organizers. Oh. And they gave me a code for 33% off.
Okay.
So whatever I'm not sure if you looked at it, but if you look at the website, if you buy 1 ticket, it's like 200. It's like 200 Canadian, I think. If you get 3 tickets, they give you a little bit of a discount. 5 tickets is a discount, and then I think 8 tickets is a different discount, and it's like more like bigger discounts as you go. So the 33% is on top of the discount they already give you. So for example, I've gathered already, and actually we can maybe talk after the live stream. But if you actually make the decision of like purchasing tickets in the next few days, I'm purchasing a bunch in bulk with a few of my friends and a couple of my students. Oh. You can get in on our deal, and it'll be even cheaper. There's already 3 of us, and I'm expecting a 4th already. I'm trying to get to 8, because we get to 8, it's 50% off the ticket and an additional 33% off. So if you think you can get your stuff together quickly, let me know. We can talk after. But we can connect, and I can get you in on what I'm purchasing for people in Calgary that I know.
Okay. So that's how you
probably over $100. So.
Sorry, I'm gonna charge my computer.
No worries. But yeah, we can talk about it after. I mean, people on the live stream don't need to listen to our chat about that. But but anyway, thank you for being on.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, and then everyone, as per usual, all of our social links are in the description. So that is Instagram, website, Facebook, YouTube, all that stuff in the description. So yeah, well, have an awesome rest of your day, everyone. Lara, I'm going to stop the broadcast, but don't close the screen. And then, yeah, see you guys.
Bye.